Hello everybody, it's Wednesday the 10th of March. Today I received a garishly coloured package in the post that I initially mistook for another move in the ongoing game of Bants or bullying that I am playing with my so-called friends. But rather than containing a terrible 90s White Wolf Mind's Eye Theatre live role-playing book, it actually contained this delightful purple dice, which has a lovely heft to it and has the number 6 replaced with the Imperial Horse. It rolls like a dream. There was also a book contained within. So I wasn't entirely incorrect that it would contain a book, but it contains a book that is not a terrible 90s Mind's Eye Theatre live role-playing book, but is instead a copy of All for Anvil, a story that is also, inconceivably, a game. I'm not sure if I should be allowed to flick through this, but it is absolutely full. I've never seen the finished copy, you see. It is absolutely full. I've successfully found of beautiful artwork by Steph Morris, and I have to say that as I was flicking through it, I was instantly able to pick out most of the characters who I was seeing. It has a lovely bookmark, and at the end it has some excellent appendices containing things like names of backers, well, nobody cares about that, the live role-playing rules for Empire in written format, and a handy-dandy breakdown of the important details of Empire, like nations, realms, virtues and lineages. The book itself is an in-character book, which is nice, written by, I want to say Linson, because I don't want to call anybody Lincoln, and John of Mead, who are Bill and Harry Harold. And I actually contributed a few bits of text to this, which means that I can now add contributed to successful Kickstarter to my CV that nobody ever reads. Anyway, what I wanted to do to celebrate the arrival of this book is read out a bit of the text that I am reasonably confident I wrote and that I quite like. So let's go. You're going to have to sit through it. Don't worry, it's only a paragraph, technically. That's what they call them. Paragraph 213. He gives you a practiced smile, but it drops off his face so fast you might have imagined it. I'm Ansel Watcher, he says. I'm one of the Yo-folk of House Vexiel. I'm a Naga, and I'm also the Cardinal of Vigilance, incidentally. He says the last bit like it's nothing important, but you know that Cardinals are amongst the most important priests in the Empire. They each lead one of the 8 virtue assemblies. I'm a bit hurt you didn't recognise me, he lies. But I'm glad to see you want to know who it is you're dealing with. One of the most important things about being vigilant is knowing who your enemies are and keeping a close eye on them. I'll be sure to mention that at least one of the Academy students has their wits about them. He's obviously flattering you. Perhaps it's his Naga lineage, but you find him strangely likeable. He asks a few more questions about who you are, what you're doing, and whether you've seen anything suspicious. You ask him if he thinks you should concentrate on being a mage or a warrior. Honestly, life is not about your skills, he says. Keep your eyes and ears open and you'll go far, whether you know magic or how to fight. Another Yo-folk of House Vexiel arrives to tell Ansel he's late for an appointment to sit for a portrait, and he regretfully takes his leave. All for Anvil. I know mine is called A Scribe for Anvil, but the book itself is called All for Anvil. All for Anvil. Successful Kickstarter project. My words are in it.